For new leaves to be able to grow, old leaves must fall. A lot of times we want instant gratification. In order to find something that will last, we need to learn how to wait and not rush anything. It's about finding freedom in forgiveness. All of these things aren't really successful if you do it on your own. That's why you have to leave it to God and surrender it to God, because only He can make the broken things beautiful again. Isn't it such a great thing that what used to bring you pain, when you share it to other people, it now brings them freedom? What used to hurt you, what used to take away your hope, is now bringing hope to people. Karamihan sa atin, kapag hindi nagkatuluyan yung dalawang iniisip natin, that is the definition of a failed relationship. But we often forget that people enter into dating to see whether or not this is the person they want to spend the rest of their lives with. Just because two people didn't end up together doesn't mean it was a failed relationship. We can also choose to see it in a way that, wow, I got the privilege of knowing and loving and learning from this person, even if it was just for a short time. We can choose gratitude over bitterness. We can choose joy over pain. We can choose freedom over guilt. And we can choose love. And we can choose forgiveness. And just because you're not going to continue that in the seasons to come doesn't mean it was a failed one. From here on, I will choose to remember the good times, because you are still worth that. From just typical sad scenes to just making them all happy scenes. Because at the end of the day, what actually hurts us in our memories are the good times, the could have beens, the what ifs, the happy memories that we were counting on to sustain a relationship. A lot of us feel that love is staying together, but sometimes love is setting people free. I, for one, am very, very blessed to have a husband who loves me, who takes care of me. But I've also been in a place where I didn't have that privilege. And I know that a lot of people are in waiting. Maraming naghihintay, maraming nagpatawad, maraming nagpalaya at nagpaubaya. And I wanted to make sure that those people know that they are understood, that they are not alone. Masakit man yung pinagdaanan nila, pero hindi sila nag-iisa.
When is the right time to walk away from a relationship?
Kapag hindi na tama yung nararamdaman, pag alam mong sobra na, hindi na masamang mag-try. Kapag ikaw na yung wala ka ng pagmamahal sa sarili mo, nararamdaman, mas awang-awa ka na. Meron naman kasi talagang worth na ipaglaban. Meron eh. Pero pag ginawa mo na, hindi naman masamang mag-try. Pag ginawa mo na, wala pa din. Paulit-ulit na lang yung nangyayari sa'yo. Parang hindi na. Tapos magdasal. Kasi ipapakita sa'yo yun ni God. Akala ko ayun yung gusto ni God. Happy naman ako nung nararamdaman ko yun nung magkasama kami. Kaya akala mo, yun na yun. Akala mo yun yung sign ni God. Hanggang sa hindi nga titigil. Yung pain na nararamdaman, wala ka ng peace of mind. Tapos sobrang kawawa ka na. Stop na.
Yun. Ang ganda nun. Kasi parang bottom line dito, love should not hurt. Love does not hurt. If it's hurting you, it's not love. Diba? Love is supposed to heal you. Love is supposed to comfort you. Love is supposed to give you peace.
Yes.
Love is supposed to give you security.
Tsaka yung happiness, wag natin i-depend sa ibang tao. Kasi mararamdaman mo.
Yes. Ganda.
Huwag mo nang ipilit ang gusto mo. Surrender everything to God. This is the secret of a victorious, overcoming life in the year 2022. Surrender. Come on. Surrender. 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 And if I may add, kasama po ako dito. Can we all do this today? Lord, I surrender my family to you. I surrender my finances. I surrender my love life. I surrender my business. I surrender my work. Come on. Alam niyo bakit? Kapag ang lahat ng yan isinuko mo sa kamay ng Diyos, we call it is all safe in God's hand. Kapag nasa kamay mo yan, Hindi sigurado yan. Pero kapag lahat yan, isinuko mo. Lord, eto po, lahat. Pamilya ko, kinabukasan ko, trabaho ko, hanap buhay ko, finances ko, career ko. Lord, sa'yo lahat ito. Ligtas ito sa iyong kamay, hindi sa aking kamay. And the next thing you know, you will experience a beautiful life in the eyes of perfect. Hallelujah. Oh, come on, hallelujah.
Parang nagbago yung priorities after that incident.
Yeah.
Because before, di ba, the priority was just to deliver the story, to work. I'm a broadcast
Yeah.
journalist. This is my responsibility. Parang everything came second.
Yeah.
Family,
Yeah.
your health, your life.
Yeah.
So,
I would postpone a dentist appointment
for work.
for work. Yeah. Parang my job defined me. Parang
Yes.
ganun.
Ang ganda nung sinabi nyo sa isang interview, you said this, na in a lot of ways, I allowed my being a journalist to define me.
Yeah.
I was so single-minded.
Yeah.
It's just one aspect of me that's so
Yeah.
beautiful. There are other things I neglected, like being a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend. When I was doing a story, that was the most important thing, and everything else is took second priority.
I said that. I always ask forgiveness from my sons kasi talagang naging ano sila.
Ma'am, congrats po. 90% passing rate, 50 students, 5 failures.
Correction, it's 4. Kung kumuha ako ng exams right after my father died, pasado ako, sigurado yan.
Salamat po ah.
Pero hindi ako mag-exam. But what you did was very brave. You're not a failure in my book, you know that. You have earned my respect, and my respect is expensive. So, saan ka magre-review?
Siguro negosyo na lang ako, kaya magko-call center.
Ganon. I'm not here to convince you. Kung gusto mong tumigil, anytime, pwede kung gusto mo. Pero, bago ka magdesisyon, meron kang dapat malaman. Kung ano ang ginawa ni Chris at ni Tora para pumasa ka sa subject.
Grabe, hindi ko alam na si Chris pala. Hindi nila sinabi sa akin.
I did not change your grades at all. That's very unethical. But I would have a choice between a cut-off and a curve. I used the cut-off. Umabot ang grade mo sa 75% instead of 80. Kaya pumasa ka.
Hindi ko alam kung anong mararamdaman ko na pumasa lang ako dahil sa impluensya ng frat.
Oh no. Now frat has power over me. Remember that. I like brotherhood and sisterhood, but not sibling violence. I will deal with them once I get further evidence. You know, in your case, I am not heartless at all. They told me everything about you, what you've gone through. In fact, may isang kaibigan ka na nasaktan. Ang isa naman kinain ng pride. They believe in you. They even made me believe in you. Ikaw na lang ang hindi believe sa sarili mo.
Nakakapanghina ako kasi. Sabi ng tatay ko, sarili ko lang ang kalaban ko. Pero napapagod na ako matalo.
The poet Rilke once wrote, "The purpose of life is to be defeated by greater and greater things." Kung hindi ka natatalo, hindi ka na gumagalaw. Look at you. You're still here. Every time you say you wanna quit, you're just asking for help. And it takes strength to ask for help. It's so good that you have friends who are there for you. So, what's it going to be? Do you fight or do you quit?
Fight po. Pero aminin ko, natatakot ho ako.
Oh, young man. It's survival of the fittest out there. You will be fine.
So I get this message a lot from people saying na, why are you single? Hindi ka ba nalulungkot na mag-isa ka or wala bang nagkakagusto sa'yo? Siguro before I answer this, I just want to give you a little story about myself a couple of years back. So when I was younger, I was constantly in a relationship. When one relationship ends, I would instantly find a replacement because I felt happier when I was with someone. Parang matagal na yung isang buwan na wala akong karelasyon. I felt the need to be with someone all the time kahit na toxic na yung relationship. Alam mo yung I feel empty when I'm not with someone. It felt like I was in a codependent relationship where I need someone to make myself happy. But as years went by, I realized na parang nauubos ako. Alam mo yung parang wala na akong mabigay dun sa mga bagong tao na dumadating sa buhay ko. So one day, I woke up and then I realized na I do not want to base my happiness on other people anymore. Alam mo yung I want to be happy kahit mag-isa lang ako. I would rather be single than be in a relationship and feel more alone because I'm with the wrong person. And now it's been more than 4 years since my last relationship ended and I've never felt stronger and happier. Pero syempre, there are times where I feel like I want to be with someone. But even so, I choose to stay single until the right person comes along. Sometimes all you have to do is wait. Wait for the right person who will accept you for who you are. Someone who will make you feel like you will never be alone again. And sometimes you have to wait for that person who will hold your hand and never let go.
Someone sent a screenshot of a random person who's hating on me on social media. I was told an ignorante, a judgemon, and that I'm only using the people of Davao for clout. I responded a smiley to the person who sent me the screenshot, and immediately she said, "That's it? Aren't you gonna defend yourself?" You see, haters gonna hate. If they don't like you, they will find the littlest of reason to hate you. For an instance, when I started creating videos, there were a lot of people that don't like me because I'm gay. When I had my tattoos done, there were a bunch who felt disgusted because I look stupid. And now that I'm here in Davao, here are these people who think I'm ignorante, which is also true. It's kind of true. But here's what I learned in my 26 years of existence. When a shoe does not fit, do you blame the size of your feet? Do you cut your feet so that it will fit the shoe? Of course you don't, diba? Because the size of your feet is something that you don't have a control over. But what you can do is to look for a different pair of shoes that matches the size of your feet. And it's the same thing for people. You cannot control what they think of you. But what you have a total control of is how to live your life. So live your life to the fullest, live a life that you would be proud of, and stop explaining yourself to people. Trust me, they can hear you, but they will choose not to believe in you. And also let them talk about you. Let them do that, because if they will talk about themselves, no one would listen. You are the main character. Always remember that. Okay?
You don't need to pressure yourself. You are exactly where you need to be. So just focus on today. Focus on tomorrow. And that's it. Focus on the next best viable thing that you can do so that you can become one step closer to your goal, and then trust the process. Have patience. You have no idea what miracles are coming in your life. And so do the thing that you need to do and have faith. Have faith that everything that is happening right now will make sense in the future. After all, you can only connect the dots moving backwards, right? So understand you have time. Don't pressure yourself. You got this.
I want to share something about failing, and it's from this book. Isa to sa mga librong una kong natapos, and one of the books that actually changed my life. It says here, well, get ready for it. It will happen. Maybe your parents will never be impressed. Maybe your girlfriend won't care. Maybe the investor won't see the numbers. Maybe the audience won't clap. But we have to be able to push through. We can't let that be what motivates us. You will be unappreciated. You will be sabotaged. You will experience surprising failures. Your expectations will not be met. You will lose. You will fail. But still, do your work, do it well. Then let go and let God. I want to share more from this book, so yeah, wala lang. Share ko lang.
Is it real forgiveness if you refuse to forget the pain, the sadness, or the anger that the person made you feel? Is it real forgiveness if you won't let go of that?
Well, hold on. Here's my thing with forgiveness. When someone wrongs you, you don't forgive them for them. You forgive them for you. Okay? But if we just forgot it, then you would just go back to the same relationship. I feel like if you forgive them truly in your heart for yourself, but you remember the things that were done, it helps you create a boundary with that person so that you cannot continue to be hurt over and over again. So I think it is important.
You know, this combination of words in the English language drives me crazy because it's forgive and forget go together like peanut butter and jelly. It just rolls off your tongue like that. You know what I mean? But it's not forgive and forget. It's forgive or forget. I don't think you can do both together.
Okay, but you have to think about this concept of forgiving somebody, right? Yes, I get it's for you and you got to move on and all of that stuff. But in love, if you truly want to receive love, you have to be willing to give love. And in order to really give all of yourself and give everything that you have to love, you have to be willing to forget it. You cannot carry it with you. You cannot say, my man cheated on me and I forgive him, and now you going through his phone every night.
Yeah.
Because now everybody pissed off.
And he need to go.
Yeah.
Right.
He need to go. So you don't have to forget it.
So,
But see, I agree. You know, it's like this. If you forgive a person, but you hang on to the anger, the pain, and the hurt, and you say you forgave the person, then you don't understand what forgiveness really is.
Agreed.
Because she said it right. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. What you don't understand about not experiencing true forgiveness, not letting it go, was explained to me this way. When you don't forgive a person, it's like you drinking the poison, waiting on them to die.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And that's what happens, man.
Yeah.
You're doing a real disservice to yourself. Now, do you forget that that person hurt you? No.
You don't have to forgive and you don't have to forget to move on. You can move on without any of those things happening. You just become indifferent and then you move on.
Do you believe in forgiveness?
Yes, absolutely. Like for people that are important in your life who have added, you know, who have enriched your life and made it better, and also there's been some struggle and some bad stuff too. But I think that, you know, if something's toxic and it's only ever really been that, what are you gonna do? It's like, just move on.
Hindi sign ng kahinaan o kaduwagan o kawalan ng kwenta. Pag tinanggap mo na at times you are not okay. And it's very okay to be not okay because you are human. Diba? You were born not to be okay all the time. Kasi kay si Ryan, pareho tayong naging hindi okay. Sabi ko kay Ryan, may naranasan tayong dalawa na pareho tayong hindi naging okay. Ang pagkakaiba lang natin, nung nangyari sa akin yan, tumayo ako. Ikaw, ibinagsak mo yung sarili mo. Sabi kong ganun. Mamimili ka lang. Sabi kong ganun. Pwede namang, hindi tayo okay, tas tayo. Diba? Gawa tayong paraan para maging okay ulit. Ikaw, nilulunod mo yung sarili mo sa mga oras na hindi ako okay di, tas wala kang ginagawa. Diba? Tapos pinipilit mong ipaalala sa sarili mo na hindi ka okay. Hindi pwedeng ganun. Isang beses mo lang dapat ma-realize na hindi ka okay. Tapos ma-realize mo, damahin mo na hindi ka okay, tapos hingang malalim, tapos bangon tayo ulit. Diba? Sasabihin natin yun na, uy, hindi ako okay.
Yes, tama.
Pag nasa putikan ka, pag nabalahaw ka, di ba pag nabalahaw ka, kahit anong ganun mo, hindi ka talaga makaalis. Kailangan mo ng tulong from outside force na humila sa'yo, di ba?
Balaw, parang kumunoy yan eh.
Oh, hingi tayong tulong. Okay lang yon. sa mga kabataan, okay lang humingi ng tulong. Hindi nakaka-strong yung nag-i-strong-strongan, ha? Nakaka-strong yung, I am weak, I need help, can you help me? That's a sign of a very strong character. Yung kakayahan mong humingi ng tulong at kakayahan mong tanggapin na meron kang kahinaan.
Tama.
Diba? At sa point na to, lahat tayo, diba, na-realize natin, oh my God, ang hihina nating lahat. Lahat. Ang hina nating lahat. At kailangan nating maramdaman to ngayon na mahina tayong lahat para ma-acknowledge natin na merong isang pinakamalakas.
Ni Lord, kung wala kang sakit, kailangan magkasakit ka muna bago mo makita si Lord. Ano ba yun? Paano ba yun?
Hindi, parang may saying na ganun eh. You will never know that God is all you need when God is all you have. Parang ibig sabihin nun, di mo malalaman na siya lang pala yung kailangan mo kapag siya na lang ang natira sa'yo. Hindi ka niya pababayaan. Kaya di ba minsan sabi mo nagugulat ka, kahit paano parang nakaka-survive ka.
Oo. Tiyo mo, reklamo na wala kami makain, pero nakakain naman po kami. Kasi nga, dumidiskarte po kami. Parang hindi rin po ako naano sa mga tao nakapaligid. Swerte rin po ako sa mga tao nakapaligid sa akin. Thankful pa rin po ako sa ano. Kumbaga na zero po ako, pero napupunan pa naman po yung pang-araw-araw. Ayun naman po
Laging may tinuturong lesson yung mga pagsubok. Tingin mo, ano yung tinuro nito sa'yo?
Walang permanente sa mundo. Huwag kang makampante na palaging merong taong gagabay sa'yo. Dapat gumawa ka din ng pang sarili mo. Ganun. Walang kasiguraduhan.
Ano yung isang bagay na sigurado ka?
Hindi po ako mapapagod. Araw-araw akong gagawa ng paraan para sa kanila.
Kayo, nasubukan niyo na bang magmahal ng hindi naman kayo mahal? Yung totoo, yung kailangan ka lang pero hindi ka naman mahal.
Pakibigay na lang po yung score. Wag nang ganun. Ang sakit-sakit naman ang mga tinatanong mo, Sir Ray. Nananahimik na kami, tapos magaganyan. Huwag ka nang gaganyan, Sir Ray. Alam mo, kasi... Oo, naramdaman ko yan! Yeah!
Hindi ba, Vice? Minsan pinapagalitan mo ang sarili mo. Bakit ako napunta sa ganitong sitwasyon? Di ba? Mahirap yun. Pagkatapos, ang tayo mo na lang na magagawa na selflessly.
Ano?
Ay sabihin sa kanya na.
Ano po?
Malaya ka na.
Diba? Oh my gosh, sis! Sinabi mo ba sa kanya yun? Malaya ka na.
Sasabihin mo na lang, malaya ka na. Ganun ang pagdi-deliver nun, iha eh. No?
Sir Ray?
Masakit talaga yun.
Sir Ray? Saktukan tayo sa labas.
Nakalimutan ko na yung tagal-tagal na. Tapos pinailala mo pa sa matay ka na, mamatay ka na. Ang sakal ka lang nakalimutan yan. Hindi ko na nakaalala. Kaya nga, inom ako ng inom. Tapos pagpasok ko, pinailala mo. Mamatay ka na. Nanahimik ako dito. Kung nanonood ka, mamatay ka na.